Yo, Woo. Welcome to NFT Live. We have a special NFT Live today. We got special guest co-host as Nifty Q is on vacay, so I'm filling in for him. And we brought in your neighborhood fun uncle. Fun uncle, welcome to NFT Live, man. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm doing awesome. Thanks for having me in, dude. I'm filling in for you, filling in for Nifty Q. I think is how that plays out, right? Like I'm bringing in today. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Fun Uncle. You can catch me Sundays, 1 p.m. in the Lad City Lounge, where I'm talking about all things cryptocurrency and NFTs, but I'm also a pitch hitter. I get subbed in for the major leagues every now and then. I'm here on the Super Bowl sweating it out and making it happen one day at a time, you know? I'm here for you guys.
Dude, I appreciate you filling in, man. This is great. I've been waiting for this ever since I told you about Lad City and the Content Network. You've got your own show on Sundays, the Fun Uncle Show. You're also working on another show on Saturday called Art Start Now. We'll get more on that later. And you are now here on NFT Live, man. I'm excited. We're going to have ourselves a very fun show. Before we get into the NFTs, before we get into our guests, the Wanderers who are standing by, let's talk about what's been going down in the last couple of weeks. And not NFTs. Let's just take a second and talk about life, or TV. For some people, that is life. That is life, yeah. What have you been up to, man? What have you been watching lately?
Well, I think like the rest of America, I've been getting into fish foods. And by that, I mean Squid Games, Checkmate. I think that's a game they should bring into the real world. I'd be on first episode. You know, sign me up for the Hunger Games, but fish-based, squid-based. I actually, there's some freaking memes I pulled up that I think we can all relate to about the Squid Games. I think are freaking hilarious.
Before we show the memes,
yeah. Okay.
Anybody out there who hasn't seen Squid Game, I think the best thing we do is we should just show them the trailer right now. Here's the trailer for Squid Game.
What a showman. Yeah.
Oh man, filming before a live studio audience.
Rated R.
Rated R. If you like Step by Step or Family Matters, then you'll love Squid Game. Oh, it's taking the world by storm, man. And
man.
So we'll get to the memes. I got one sent. This is from Llama, representing for my
Cryptodes.
That's right, Cryptodes. You shout out to Llama. What do you got, man? What do you got over on your end for
Dude, just the
Game,
classics, man? Classic memes. You throw on my screen because this is how we all feel, right? You know, just iconic. Like, I think we've all felt this at one time. This honestly is how I relate to. Is just like, am I playing this right? I'm just squid now. I'm eating a lot of fish foods. Is what I'm doing. When I play Squid Games, it comes out both ends. Okay. And this was something I related to this one the most. This is 100% me, and it was nice to know after doing the math that I'm a wand millionaire. You know, I'm stacking my wands over here. I should exchange all of my money into wands, if I want. You know, if I want to, I will.
If you want to.
God damn it.
I know this show
I wanted to keep going, but there's spoilers in here,
Yep.
and I was like, for the audience, I didn't want to go any further past this one.
I think that's good.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I know there's some people that haven't watched it yet. You probably think that trailer is actually the show. It's not. It's actually a very dark and crazy show. Highly recommend it. I binged it really hard on Monday and Tuesday, man. I was up pretty late watching that show, so I'm very excited. It's addicting as all hell. I can't wait for season 2 if they ever do one, and I'm very excited to see the first Squid Game NFTs, man. We'll see where that goes.
Only a matter of time. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, huge shout out to Nifty Q, who is in the audience right now watching live from somewhere around the world. He's outside of Lad City, so if you miss him, don't worry. He's coming back here in a couple days.
God.
He says the stream is not off the rails yet, sir. Give us time. Give us time. This is an hour-long broadcast, and we do have a live interview here in a couple minutes. But first, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors. We've got a couple sponsors here. We got Bitlectro, and we're going to get into them later on because we got a Metaverse party later today. We're going to go crash that, and then I'll be hosting that with DJ Gables. But we want to give another shout out to Uniquely, one of our major sponsors here in Lad City. And we're going to go ahead and roll their trailer right now.
I know who the fuck to trust. Is she my friend or my foe? I'm off the exit, draw. Yeah, she give me that claim as well. I remember back when I was younger, I was happy. Nowadays feel like no one understand me. I'm good at artists, silly on Bob, Bambi. Baby's yellow, text. She wanna eat me like candy. Running through racks, track me. I run up the racks like an athlete. Big facts, you're the dick, 6 flags. Ballin' like dick, told her I love her. I ain't really mean that, yeah. Now they just people like friends. Remember way back, she was love. These bitches nigga can't come. I got 4 hoes that went up. I remember.
Dope. That's super dope shit. Oh yeah. Brings a whole new definition to the phrase smoke show. You know what I'm saying?
I'm very excited to see where Uniquely goes. They are definitely making waves in the fashionable real life wearables that are NFTs, man. I can't wait to see you rocking a Uniquely Hawaiian NFT shirt, bro.
Oh, please. Oh my God. Some kind of cross promotion of that kind would be huge. Oh, yeah. Sign me up, Uniquely. 100%. 100%.
Well, we have got an amazing show today. Like I said, we've got the Wanderers standing by right now. And after that, we're going to look into the craziness about Coinbase and everything that happened since they have announced the listing. There's over a 1.5 million people already signed up for that, which is more than OpenSea, apparently, in the sense of users. So we're going to get down to that brass tacks. And then we're going to talk about Lego NFTs, Sickick NFTs. That was the DJ that was rapping that crazy music that you just heard as we opened the show. And then we're going to talk about, the rise and fall of Metaverse. And TikTok's making some moves. And then if there's time, we'll talk about crypto Dickbutts. Just for you. Just for you. Just for you. Yeah.
It's only a matter of time, man.
In middle school, he's just giggling.
I'm a bottom feeder. What can I say, you know?
All right, to each their own on that one. So before we wait any longer, we know that their whole community, the Wanderers community, is waiting right now patiently. They want some alpha. They want to hear all about the Wanderers NFT project. So let's go ahead and get those guys up here on NFT Live right now as I roll a little trailer to get y'all warmed up. Alrighty. Well, Wanderers, welcome. We've got Nick and Landos. How you guys doing, man? Welcome to NFT Live.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Guys. How you guys doing?
We're gonna be permanent smiles and giggling this whole show because this is Fun Uncle's first time on here, and as you guys can tell, we're still going through puberty with summer camp.
yeah, totally.
We've been having fun in our muted green room as well. So.
Nice,
right
nice.
On. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, same here.
Love to hear it, guys, and want to get right into it. How has it been since your guys' launch? How's the vibe in the community, and how you guys been in this space in the last couple of months?
For no pun intended, it's been on cloud 9. Honestly, I mean, things we were expecting a lot, and I think that everything has gone like way better than we could have possibly expected. And so since launch, like we pretty much have hit the ground running into put our alien tentacles in a million different avenues right off the bat, and just really now trying to take this thing as far as it could possibly go. I mean, we have just been blown away by how positive and amazing this community is, how smart everyone is, how passionate everyone is about it. And so we've just really been kind of feeding off that and investing that back into the project.
I love it, man. So let me ask you guys, for anyone watching right now that doesn't know the Wanderers project, break it down for us, what it is and what is your guys' main objectives?
Yeah, so I like to describe the Wanderers for, I guess, like when I'm explaining it to my parents or people who have no idea what it is at all. What it started out as is like a collection of animated trading cards. So these digital trading cards with different properties and rarities that, you know, people can speculate over, you know, all the different traits and what they mean. But then we take it a step further, and each one of these trading cards, they have a role to play in an overarching story that is going to evolve over time. And that story, we're going to start to, you know, it's going to start to play out and change over time. And now there are more drops that are going to start to happen, like Planet Pass you're seeing here, that is going to be kind of more of a gamified experience that also plays into the original storyline. So every kind of drop that we do here on out plays back into this original Wanderers storyline, and they all kind of build off each other. And I think what we want to do is what can we do every time that kind of raises the stakes, is more unique than the last one, and feels different, but also like has a meaning, has a purpose to it, and you know, feels purposeful.
Yeah, I love it. What's the inspiration for you guys with this project? It's definitely very sci-fi.
Yeah, I think like first of all, just space stuff is awesome. That's like easy. Yeah. Everyone loves space,
isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's pretty dope.
And like that kind of feeling of exploring unknown stuff. There's so much potential to kind of launch out on an adventure and explore unknown territory. You know, that you can be the one who can discover something new in space. I think that's why it had to kind of take place there.
Captain's log. We're exploring new forms of life.
Right. There's a lot of potential with space stuff to make your own rules, right? And do mystery and unknown stuff. I'm just like I'm a sci-fi nerd, and I want just kind of.
Aren't we all?
It had to be
right. Yeah, absolutely. That's the same for me. Like full on. Yeah.
It had to be a space odyssey. Just had.
Yeah, it did. 100%. There's just no way. There's no way it could be anything else. Yeah.
Right on. And speaking of like uncharted territory, what lies ahead for you guys? What new galaxies are you exploring next with this project?
So the next big thing we're going into is Planet Pass, which is everyone who's a Wanderer holder, they're going to be able to claim a free planet. This will be on Polygon, and it's basically we're building what we're calling a intergalactic travel agency. So you can put your planet up to be available to visit by anyone else, and you can go around and visit each other's planets. And when I say visit, this is a web-based experience. So you put your planet up for visit in the travel agency, and you collect stamps in your passport for visiting other people's planets. Pay ETH to visit, and you receive Stardust, which is our token that we're launching to visit, and you also receive stamps and other things for visiting, depending on what is happening in the galaxy. The galaxy that we're building is going to be alive, so we can have events that happen. There can be things that happen to people's planets or across the galaxy, like galactic events that may affect everything, to kind of keep things fresh and updating. And then you can spend your Stardust, which is our token, on items in the store that could be things like utility items that across Planet Pass, or general art NFTs, or various other things that we are kind of shrouding in mystery right now that will work in the game.
I love it. Now, I know we got a lot of wanderers in the audience right now watching live. Is there any alpha? Is there anything you guys haven't released, or something that is freshly released that you want to kind of emphasize right now, or drop right now live on NFT Live?
I think something that people should look forward to is that we have a lot of plans to keep things really fresh constantly. So there will be constant kind of community events that could happen, or partnership events that could happen. So a big emphasis, what we don't want to happen is that you go onto Planet Pass, you visited every planet, and then you're just like, okay, well, I did the game and it's over, right? And then I kind of achieved it and now it's over. So we are exploring tons of ways that you will have an incentive to keep coming back here, and maybe one day you come on and things are different than the day before, or we have linked up with someone that another collection, another artist, or whoever else, maybe NFT Live, and now there is NFT Live Planet that's available for visit for this certain amount of time, and there's incentive to do that, right? So that is like, we are thinking about Planet Pass as kind of laying the groundwork here as a kind of launch pad, right? To become something bigger than just, it's a very hard thing to formalize into like this elevator pitch, but it's like a house, and we're laying the concrete for it to become like a much bigger house that you can throw nice parties in, right? That's my alpha spill. It's a hard alpha spill to think about, but there's a lot that could potentially, the parties could become very cool if we can lay this concrete correctly for it.
Sign me up for a frequent flyer pass, man. Get me in there. I'll be in the lounge.
You can get frequent flyer rewards for the amount of planets that you visit.
I'm cashing them in.
There you go. There you go. I would love to ask you guys about Wander Battles. Now, can you break that down for us? What is that exactly?
Yeah, so a lot of times we have a lot of talented people on the team, right? One of them is here with us, Landon, who did all of the he's working on all the generative sound for Planet Pass. And they just kind of like one day, this was built by Rupert, who was our lore writer, right? Who's just been writing all the lore for everything, and also like randomly built this site one day, and was just like, hey guys, like I made a battle site where you can just battle other your wanderers together. And we're just like, okay, well this is cool. And so now we just like kind of dropped it on the community, and we're like, what do you guys think about this? And people have been really enjoying this. And then we made a bot for the Discord. So we've kind of been like beta testing this stuff, and now let people kind of beat it up and see what happens. And I think that there can be a lot of potential here, linking it, we could do planets versus planets. Maybe this can link in the future when Planet Pass is out. There's avenues to kind of throw it into the travel agency. So a lot of stuff we like to do is kind of throw it at the community, let people beat it up, bounce ideas off people, and then bring it all together into the ecosystem that we're building and see if there's kind of a bigger idea there.
I like that. I like letting the community kind of, figure that out with you guys and build it together, and really let them run with that. I think it's definitely. I saw like Roboto's in there and a lot of other projects. That is there going to be a betting feature? Is there going to be? Is this, pink slips? You lose your NFT if you lose. You already have any information on that?
There could be. I mean, there very much could be when we launch a token. I mean, there could be, anything could happen, right? And that's the kind of thing with when all this stuff is kind of decentralized, open sourced. Really, when it gets into the hands of the community, like, people can kind of do crazy stuff with it. It's like Legos.
Oh, you hit me with the Lego button, bud. More on that later in the show. But I want to ask you guys.
I was trying to give you a segue there.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I was going to ask you, what excites you the most about this project? Is it the sound? What is it that excites you guys the most?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think to me, it is probably the sound, just because I like on the planet to pass, I gotta make like hundreds of experiences, and then they just get comes to bind into these like just amazing combinations. So that's extremely exciting for me.
Totally. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And it really separates you guys from the pack of other NFTs. The sound really, that's the next level. That's the cutting edge of these NFTs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when you do, I mean, we're like kind of neurotic about the level of art and animation, everything that goes into it. So I think we just kind of want to keep trying to step it up each time. So Wanderers had 8 music tracks and a quadrillion possible combinations, and then so we're like, okay, well, how can we step that up for the next one? Well, now it's not every, but most attributes have a specific sound effect that gets combined together, and so now we have no idea what every planet is going to sound like once they all combine and generate. And it's like, okay, well, now how are we going to step that up for avatars, right? There's got to be some way that steps up the next time. So now that's kind of what we're thinking for the next thing. Like, every time it's got to be, stepped up again and again. And I think then how can we, once we keep stepping it up, like, how can everything interact with each other in an interesting way, so that it's not like the kind of situation where people, forget about Wanderers, and then they dump all of them and they just jump into the next thing, and the first one has no meaning. That's the exciting challenge for me too.
I think you guys are primed, especially with the metaverses, to really expand in the level of community and the depth of where this community goes. Do you guys have any real estate in the metaverses right now for this project?
We've been looking at it. I'm curious about it. Actually, I want to flip it back at you. Do you guys have any thoughts about it? I've been looking at a bunch of them. I like the way Sandbox looks, because it's like, I love Minecraft, and so I've been looking a lot at Sandbox, but it's something I have to think about for a long time. I get really in my head. I think about stuff for a really long time, and I don't want to make the wrong decisions. I mean, we could just go everywhere, but I was like, so I'm curious, do you guys have any alpha about it?
This is actually how I found out about NFT Live. Was I bought land in the Sandbox over a year ago, connected to Atari, and I was like, Atari's going to be huge. And I mean, we haven't done a lot lately, but I'm next to Atari, got a 3x3 in the Sandbox, haven't touched it. But we also have some plots in crypto voxels, and we actually have a metaverse party later on tonight. Lad City and
nice.
Bitlectro, he's already getting the Animotas and the Dreamers up right now. This is Gabe right here floating around with Rubik's Cube. That's what I love about this. Like, we have this own little world here. People are already reserving their spots on the dance floor and Fox Yoga, and we've got all this branding here. So this is going to be a huge metaverse party later on today. The thing about crypto voxels that I love is it's super easy for people to jump in and get going on it. But I think it's really up to the model of what your community responds with. Do they want to all get avatars in the Sandbox and sign up through that? Do they want to just jump in real quick for an event that lasts an hour and then peace out, and they don't care what they look like? And that's Crypto Voxels. You can jump in and be a naked person running around with an anonymous name. So it's really up to you guys and your community.
For sure.
Oh, this is great stuff. If you guys have any questions before we let them go in the chat, go ahead and drop them in there. Uncle, you got anything, brother?
Honestly, yeah. Last notes, Landon. You have anything else you want to tell us about the project that you're looking forward to?
That's a good question. It's so expansive, and there's so much potential.
Limitless.
Musically, I'm just thrilled to be like a part of it.
Right
But
on, yeah.
I'm excited for a few projects that I don't know if I'm allowed to mention them, but there is a couple of things coming up in the next month. There's two that musically is going to be quite exciting to compose. So I'm extremely excited.
Stay tuned, right? Yeah, we should stay tuned for more exciting stuff in the future. I love it.
Yes,
right on.
100%.
This is great, you guys. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming on the project. I love the fact that you mentioned a potential NFT live planet. Lad City is definitely trying to become a major city in all the metaverses, or the metaverse, and all over the place, and every kind of, if you want to go into the quantum realm and you have, land there to, give us, we're down. We're ready to spread this everywhere. There's no limits at this point in the stage of our growth in our community. And I feel like your guys' community as well is really tapping into that and growing. So thank you guys so much for coming on, man. I wish you guys all the best in the project. Next time you got some alpha, hit us up. Come on again, drop some alpha for the group. Appreciate all the wanderers coming on, man. And I love the colors of this project. I definitely love the sounds as well, Landon. That was just seriously some really good stuff, you guys. I wish you both the best, and thanks for coming on, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and like
thanks
I
for
said,
having us.
I can't guarantee the safety of your planet, but we would love to have you guys. So thank you again for having us.
All right, take care, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Beam me up. Take it to space.
Take Uncle with you. All right. Later, guys. That was the Wanderers,
Have a
Nick
good
and
one.
Landon, man. That was some good stuff, man. I think they're primed to grow big time in this space. I can tell with the way that they're already
In this
building up.
space, with these puns, you're already
You
making
like
it
it?
happen, man.
Yeah.
That's some space brain stuff up there.
This might be too much wit for NFT Live. I don't know how well we're gonna do with the rest of the show. We're 27 minutes in. How we all doing down below? Hope you guys all enjoyed that live guest. We're gonna get down into some news now in this NFT space, Uncle. It's not slowing down, man. It's only speeding up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's get into it, dude. Let's dive right in.
Let's dive right into it. And the big one to talk about to begin with is something everybody's talking about in this space right now. It's the fact that Coinbase is getting down and dirty with the NFTs, man. What's your thoughts? How you feeling about it? You getting nervous, excited, or a little of both?
Oh my God, excited. I was honestly like only a matter of time. And this is just that tsunami of institutions coming in and trying to claim their stake in the NFT space. And I was just like, this is only a matter of time. And this is the catalyst for more groups to jump into it in the future. And so I'm just like, sign me up. What'd you say? There's like 1 million people already
I believe there is. Somebody said 1.5 million. Now here's the main article that was released. And yeah, I think if you scroll down here on some of these articles that were on Cointelegraph, let's see here. Coinbase NFT waitlist is already larger than the OpenSea's wallets.
Oh my God.
Probably something. So there's more wallets already waiting for Coinbase than there is for OpenSea. I'm gonna have to check my math on how many of those are real, or just one person creating a billion wallets. But I guess all wallets are real in that sense. But that is some craziness. And one thing I noticed with this Coinbase, the first announcement had this image, right? It has all these NFT projects. It had the Coinbase effect. People were already jumping in on some of these projects. Wizards ended up pumping 2x Forgotten Runes, a Wizards cult, which Old Buffalo is a part of. I'd like to give a shout out to them. So I was like, why are they pumping? Why are they pumping? And then I saw this and I go, so if you own any of these projects, odds are they went up the second this was released.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, big time, dude. And, the more I think about it, it's like Coinbase really is kind of the face of all cryptocurrencies for a lot of people, mostly here in America. And it's like, that was my first introduction to cryptocurrencies. Right. Like, that's how I was able to buy my first cryptocurrencies. And so now that it's kind of like the opening, like this is the front door. I hope putting a word like that on it is like for a lot of people to finally get into it. And it's just explosion, parabolic explosion from here. Let's go.
There is a lot of people saying that. There's a lot of people saying if you own any of the blue chips, the ones that are safe, And then we say, what's safe, Buffalo? What are you talking about? Well, if they yield any kind of tokens or have any guarantees of passive incomes, they're probably leaning on the edge of, either going to get kicked away. But we're going to see how Coinbase deals with this compared to OpenSea, right? And we're going to see, because I'll tell you right now, a holder of VeChain, which generates a yield of the VThor token, everyone's like, when Coinbase? When Coinbase? Why are these other projects that are older or newer jumping on and Coinbase ain't touching us? It's probably because there is a little bit of that security issues. And so I'm curious how Coinbase is going to dabble with that as well, with any NFTs that generate yield. So, as we all grow together, we're going to learn this together. And, definitely exciting, though. I think that Coinbase is going to pump for a lot of people, like you said, that have never gotten into NFTs. They don't know how to get Ethereum transferred out of Coin. They literally just look at Coinbase the same way that they look at Robinhood and just buy basically through cash and just leave it there and let Coinbase hold all their crypto. And not your keys, not your crypto.
Yeah, and I think it's just kind of the best way to do it. Like, we just to simplify it, to get people in the door, and then once they figure it out, educate themselves, then they realize, it's not the safest place to keep it. But it's just nice to have that introduction, kind of almost a safe haven for newcomers to, like, we'll hold your hand. It'll cost you 30% more, but we'll hold your hand and walk you through the process. And so I think it's just a necessary evil on the path towards full takeover. So
full takeover indeed, man. Yeah, speaking of full takeover, this is a little segue here. How about Lad City and their subscriber count, you guys? We did it. We have reached the almighty 10,000 subscribers here in Lad City as of earlier today. The scientists alerted us that the calculations are correct. We are going up and away, and I think it's time. Cue the balloons, he says.
Oh, there's 10,000 up in there. There's 10,000.
Oh, then watch out for the ceiling fan.
9,998, 9,909, 10,000. There you go.
Another round. Bring them on up, boys. I paid for extra. I thought we were going to be at 20,000 at this point.
Sure,
Lad City's moving a little slower. I know.
Wow, the ETH gas fees on these balloons are crushing you, man.
True. Yeah. I know, but it was worth it. I hope you all enjoyed those 20,000 balloons. When we hit 20,000, we don't get to do anything now because they already blew all the balloons. We're broke on balloons.
It's worth it for our subscribers. Subscribers, it's worth every penny. Yes. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that red button down below. Give us some comments, likes, dislikes. There's no bad press here, man. Hit us up downstairs.
Yeah, hit us up downstairs, he says. All right. Is that a pun? I don't know. Probably is with the old fun uncle.
I can't turn that off, man. I can't do That's a curse. I can't turn it off. That just came out of me, man.
He doesn't know what he's doing. If you guys are brand new here and you're wondering what is going on, this is NFT Live. We do the show twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. And this is your second serving. If you're already full from the first one, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to get another plate because we got a whole nother heaping of NFT Live. And if you like NFTs, you definitely want to come into Lad City. There's a shot of it right now. And cruise on by the NFT Arcade, which is a show on this network that's on Thursdays with Kagi on. It is definitely where it's at for the NFT gaming space. And as me and Uncle know, man, crypto gaming, that's going to be a huge onboarding as well.
Whoa. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's the future, man. The Metaverse, the VR, augmented reality, like that's the path we're heading down. I can see it, like 5 years or something like that technologically. But, dude, we're going there. And the NFTs will be the key to connecting all of these metaverses together and just... Oh, man, the sky's the limit. This is the ground floor on this shit.
I don't even think the sky's the limit at this point.
Space.
I don't even know if that's
dark matter.
I don't even know if that's the limit.
God's teeth. We're going all the way to God's mouth.
That might be the limit.
That's the limit. Okay, I went too far there? All right. My bad.
My bad. I just need to know. You need to tell me how far I can go.
I'm just bouncing off the walls.
That's where we're at in this space. We are all bouncing off the proverbial walls and trying to figure out what is going on. In this space, man. It's moving fast. What's the price of Bitcoin right now? What's the price of Ethereum? Are we hitting all-time highs during the middle of the show? Because as we were building the show, you guys earlier today, fun uncle's like, hey, by the way, Bitcoin's at 62. And I'm like, yeah, right.
We're still hovering at 62, and Ethereum's about to break 4,000 this weekend. I think by Sunday, we might see new all-time highs. If it stays this trajectory, knock on wood, I'm feeling it, and I'm seeing it. And this is the, if you see the money flow of Bitcoin, it starts with Bitcoin and then just trickles down the rest of the way through all the other larger caps. And so for those of you holding altcoin positions, slingshot alert, hey, slingshot alert. But that's just a tease for what you guys will see on the Lad City Lounge, Sundays, 1 p.m. here on the Lad City Network. More of me just talking about 10,000 foot view of the entire cryptocurrency and NFT, and most importantly, the LAD City space. Make sure you pick up some LADS tokens, because that's another coin that is moonshotting at the moment. Honestly, last I checked, it was doing some parabolic moves.
Well, it's not financial advice, of course, but it's definitely being paired to Ethereum helps the overall price. So, you know, hey, do your own research on all that. But yeah, LADS definitely is supported by the LADS token. As your attorney, I advise you to definitely do your own research. Here in LAD City, we always advise that everybody does their own research and do your calculations and make sure you carry 1 divided by pi. I have to say that. If Q is usually the one that covers me. So.
Right. Yeah. No, it's good. Good. Thank you, man.
So let's get on to the next project here. As this show's going to be the longest show ever. I have no doubts. Mekaverse, my friend. I see you've got it up on your screen. Are you in Mekaverse? What's your thoughts on it? And yes, old Buffalo is holding one, and I overpaid. And I did it for science, though. I did it for science, you guys.
Dude, you got to do it for science sometimes. But, dude, Mekaverse, these are dope. I mean, just visually dope. But whenever I see this stuff, what I think about is we're back to the Metaverse, augmented reality. And my space brain goes to this, like, idea of, okay, so when Call of Duty 69 comes out or Halo 420 finally comes out, it will be a Metaverse NFT parable. And I just see, like, whenever we go into the multiplayer matches, there will be an option to, like, hey, yeah, if you want to pair, use a custom skin or something like that, like, this is what this is meant for right here. I just see it. Halo 420 is going to feature Mekaverse NFT pairings. You heard it here first. This is exclusive alpha coming for your phone.
Classic fun uncle, man. Have you looked at these prices, though? There are some people that bought in around 5 or 6 or 7, and they're selling around 2. I told Q, man, if it goes under 3, God help us all. Well, God help us all. I mean, so it's a combination right now of, ETH going up, NFTs going down, in the sense of the overall how much Ethereum you're going to get for it. I'm curious with the audience what your thoughts are on Mekaverse right now. There has been some rumors. I don't, hearing, we got a lot of people say, hey, talk about this. Apparently they were doing some secret stuff by allowing people the metadata to know which ones were rare and their followers. I mean, everything is on the blockchain now, so you can see the rare ones, who got them, and how people knew about buying them on secondary before they were, revealed and stuff. Here in NFT Live, we really don't want to get all conspiracy, and I know it's a careful thing to say. You never want to have a conspiracy conversation with your uncle.
Don't activate me.
Live right now and start talking about all sorts of things. Hey, man, 7-Eleven was a part-time job. I'll just leave it at that. So,
I'll say no more.
We don't have any facts here, but there has definitely been some fun around it, and it dropped all the way down now to 2.5. So I'm curious with the lads, how we all feeling about Mekaverse. For me, I'm definitely holding long term, and like I said, I am doing it for science.
And that's also how I feel about the NFT space. Is whenever let's zoom 10 years, 20 years from now, like, what are the ones that we will remember? And I definitely put these in that pile of just, like, these catch your eye. They stand out, like, of the first generation of NFTs. Maybe that we can call this the first generation of NFTs. Like, these are ones that stand out and people will remember, maybe along with Crypto Dickbutt. I don't know. Like, it'll be these two right next to each other, I think, is how
and the Yetis.
That'll play out.
Don't forget the Yetis. The Yetis and the Mekaverses. Well, hopefully they don't fall down to a Yeti price for sure. But it's, for me, watching the price drop, it's been one where now it's on the, the dev team and that whole community of people to put something behind that. I mean, they have 250,000 people following that account. So we'll see how this all goes. But it is, it's definitely thrown some FUD all over Twitter, and hopefully a lot of you guys are staying strong out there in the old Twitter space, man. So if you were a kid and you played with toys, Transformers was a big one. So Mekaverse and Transformers kind of got a similar vibe, but everybody that I know played Legos.
Whoa. Excellent segue, my dude. I was so excited when you said, hey, what topics do you want to talk about? I'm like, oh, well, this is first and foremost my topic I'm talking about is Legos and the alpha, maybe, that they might be dropping NFTs here soon. Zeros and ones, but still a brick. My hair stood up when I saw that. They are just teasing the idea that they will do NFTs in the future. And for those of you Lego enthusiasts, just like your old neighborhood fun uncle, I realized that the price of these things appreciate substantially. Once they discontinue a Lego set, they jump up by thousands of dollars. And these are pretty recent ones. Like, once you go back a couple years, like it goes into the tens of thousands of dollars for some of these discontinued sets. And so I'm just thinking, oh, shoot, like, you get your Lego set, this when it first came out was like $600. And that was last year. right? So now it's all the way up to $1,100. It's doubled in price since I think last year, 2 years ago. What if there's an NFT paired with this, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So that you had a digital representation in the metaverse of sets that you have bought and built. I'm like, oh boy, that's another one of those just no-brainer seamless combinations. And I'll go even one step further. That I'm hoping what they'll do is previous sets. You know, like it'll also be like the new sets that come out, like for example, the new Lego Titanic that I am just slopping my lips at right here. This thing looks so dope. But I just think like to have proof of sets you've owned that are in your personal house, you can also display in the metaverse as well. I think is a no-brainer. And more things to come, more exciting stuff to come in the future with these Legos. So whenever I saw this, I was like, oh, that's just it's happening. It's happening in real time, Buff. Stock up. Yeah.
I was a huge Legos kid back in the day, and before that was Duplos. Oh, I remember those Duplos, let me tell you. And then when I moved on to Legos, became a big boy with those. I remember like all the way up until Christmas where I asked my parents, can I get the marina boatyard, you know, kit to set up the boats on the dock? And I woke up Christmas morning and old Buffalo didn't get the boatyard marina kit. I did get a Nintendo 64 though. Hey-o!
Oh, dude, yeah.
Always gotta have a happy ending to that story. But yeah, man, Legos for me, I remember just huge on it, and I'm very excited to see what they do in the space. When I first got in the NFT space, it was for me Magic the Gathering, the card game. I was like, what's that going to be like in here? That's going to be insane. So Legos, that's even deeper down the rabbit hole of you know my upbringing and stuff. And there's just so many combinations with Legos. It's endless. Money on top of money here. Let's see what they do with this though, right?
Oh my God, you actually brain blast there. You know, the idea of combining two Lego sets into one Lego set, then combining those two NFTs into a new custom NFT that then you would upload a picture of and then get minted with the NFT. Oh man, my brain.
Call Lego right now. Hold on. Write all that down on a napkin, sir. That was good.
Okay, give me the president on the phone right now.
Is that how you call someone? First you talk to God, and then you call someone.
God. That is the president in that order. Okay. Speed dial.
Yeah. Crypto Stamina Marina Kit. Yeah, that's right. True Seattleite indeed, man. That's my boat. All right, I got the next story, man, and it's a dinger and it's a doozy. And everyone wants to know, man, we old Buffalo, we're always getting you on here on NFT Live, and all you're doing is shilling your toads. Cryptodes is what I'm talking about. But everybody is like, they ask, how'd you know, man? How'd you know about cryptodes? Well, I don't, and I still don't, because I'm still learning about crypto. Just I guess where I'm going with that terrible transition. And here right now, I'm going to play it live for the first time ever on NFT Live. Is the story of cryptodes. There it is. Right now, crypto Dickbutts. That's why they're mooning, bro. Pun intended. It's because they are hanging out on Gooch Island with cryptodes and Metaverse or Mekaverse and crypto Dickbutts right now. This is NFTs for me right now. This is where everything is happening. Shout out to PropCause for this. Everyone's wondering what's going on with these crypto Dickbutts. Well, they're getting into the spirit as well, by the way. Crypto Dickbutts are coming to the Metaverse. Voxelized crypto Dickbutts. Can you please, all the way around, sir? There it is. Show one for the team. This is definitely a project. I told Q, I said, bro, you might want to grab a crypto Dickbutt because Super Gremlin, the creator of Toads, was inspired by crypto Dickbutts. There is some origin behind this, and I'm just a huge fan, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting to that part of the show, and
you're a bottom feeder, dude.
I mean, hang on, look at this move right here. Let's go rewind the tape here. Look at that. Whoa, up there, take it to the clouds. If I walk down Crypto Voxel Street today at the after party and I can see Kerman Bonia, rolling around it, I mean, I will tip that person. I know their ETH address. Well played. Jesus, that's what's happening in the space right now. Man. That's why they're on the thumbnail. That's why the Lego man is grabbing the sombrero of one of the 3 crypto Dickbutts I own, bro. It's because they got origin story, man. They're part of cryptodes.
You know what I always say about Dickbutts? It's the stuff that slides through the cracks. You know what I'm saying?
I think I do, but please elaborate.
You know, because the butt.
Oh.
It's got a crack on it.
Okay. You're making sense now.
Hey, it's good stopping by, man. It's good being here. Thanks so much for having me out on NFT Live.
Yeah.
Your old neighborhood fun uncle here. I can't turn it off.
Can't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Please don't turn it off, man.
I'm turning it back on. Yeah.
Turn it back on.
It goes to 11, actually.
Yeah, that's this is a lot of fun here on the show. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. We're probably going to be, the SEC is going to be all over my ass off this crypto Dickbutts. You know, I'm telling you right now. That thumbnail, by the way, I spent an hour on, has some more amazing stuff on there. And the next story, I believe, is all about TikTok. What do we got going on in TikTok? I haven't been on TikTok.
Dude.
I've never used it. I know it is definitely a social platform that has a lot of people.
Yes.
Sir, please elaborate what's on the screen right now.
Well, let me introduce you to the 21st century, and it's called TikTok, okay? It's the new hot social media, 9x16 world. And, you know, I'm just trying to stay young and relevant. This old uncle's just trying to stay hip with the Gen Zers, and it's on TikTok. If you want to be hit hopping in now, you're on TikTok. And they are now coining NFTs of their most popular TikToks right here, right now. And this is just an unstoppable force, I think is what's going on here. If you want to look at just this movement from a 10,000-foot view, what they're trying to do is have a presence in the NFT space that is so overwhelming that regulators have no other choice but to accept it. And so whenever I see just this idea, and they've already even cleared it with their artists and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, okay, these will be true one-of-ones that already have multi-million person followings. And geez, I could already connect my wallet and get into these, man. Like NFTs are, I mean, this is just another one of those matter of time things. You think about Coinbase getting NFTs, TikTok, of course, getting NFTs. And for you to make an NFT or make a TikTok that goes viral, which happens more often than you think, that's part of the algorithm, is that the first TikTok you make, like ever with your app, gets put into a special viral category, which this is the kind of the secret sauce of TikToks. And so if you make a really good TikTok as your first TikTok, it has this opportunity to snowball into a viral TikTok that gets hundreds of thousands of views. And then for you to then take this TikTok you've made, tokenize it, turn it into an NFT, and then make some more money on the back end, like, wow, wowie wee wow. And then what's more, if you guys aren't already in TikTok, it's so fun. Oh, it's just so fun. You're gonna love it. Swipe away, guys. Just endless fun. You know, I love TikTok.
Who's
Get me in there?
Do you know what your first NFT on TikTok will be? Do you have a follower you're just in love with, and you're like, I'll buy whatever they make?
Oh, dude, I can't remember her name, but what she does is she redoes famous logos, like the Detroit Lions. Have you seen? Oh, I'm looking it up right now. Okay.
Do it. While you're doing that, I'll give a huge shout out to everybody in the chat right now. I'll give a huge shout out to the one and only Young Content. The man has been crushing it. If you've been watching him on his shows, keep it up, man. I'm watching. I'm a huge fan of the Young Content show. You definitely want to check him out. He has the vibe. He is a true OG of lads. The man was in it before I was in it. Go check the charts. He was there. He was commenting on the very first couple of NFT Live. Young Content, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. Appreciate you tuning in.
I finally found it, dude. Her name is Emily's You Gay is my favorite TikToker right now, because what she does is she retakes famous logos and then just makes them terrible, and it's all satire. She's just totally tongue-in-cheek when she does this. And her most popular one is the Detroit Lions, which has gotten to the point now where players on the Detroit Lions are wearing Detroit Lions t-shirts, and she's just like, I think this is stupid. You guys should streamline your logo. There you go, Detroit Lions, way better. And it's sticking. It's actually sticking. Players are starting to adopt this logo. And then for this to then turn into an NFT, ooh, okay, sky's the limit, man. This is tough. I'm swiping on. Swipe up. Swipe up for more.
For the Doritos or for her, man? Because yeah, it's interesting as a TikToker who does logos, who puts their face on the logo as well. So.
Well, see, and that's how the TikTok plays out, is she sticks her face in, introduces, and then pulls her out to reveal the logo. So she's kind of using her head to cover it. And super smart, too. Her name's Emily's Use Gay. Like, that's how you know she's super... like that's just so funny to make that your name, you know? And then funny people are also smart. And so I put her in a space brain category of human beings. Like, I also want to make sure I'm saying like absolute respect for this person. Seriously.
Right.
I'm admiring her.
Has she been talking about NFTs yet? Is any of the TikTokers talking about what's happening with NFTs yet?
Well, I would assume I have, you know, I can't speak personally, but I think that this is what any of these TikToks here, right? That'll be the first of the mintings.
Yeah.
These people have approved it. Like Gary Vee has approved his TikTok to be tokenized. Of course, he's like the spearhead of NFTs. Like he was like the first in CryptoPunks, was it? What was his? He went totally ham on one NFT and made it go supersonic. I think it was CryptoPunks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I know, of course, he's got his V-Friends project himself that's doing pretty good. But yeah, I don't know his first move in there. I know Bored Apes holds.
So Mr. Beast, if you know who Mr. Beast is.
Oh, I know Mr. Beast, for sure.
He was talking about in an interview how he was just sitting around and Gary Vee called him. And he's like, okay, pick up the call. And Gary Vee immediately was just like, hey, Mr. Beast, I've got a conference call. You need to join right now. And added him in a conference call. And he was like, Logan Paul and basically every major like kind of influencer that same category. And he was just like, all of you need to buy this right now. It's the new like so-and-so. And then they all went out and immediately bought, I'm pretty sure it's CryptoPunks. Yeah. And then it caused the price to skyrocket. And I was like, that's the influence Gary Vee has. He's the kind of guy that just calls these people up and makes a conference call happen like on the spot. And then they're immediately, you know, he can move mountains, this guy, Gary Vee. And so when I see him, he's inside, he's on the front page basically of the new TikTok NFTs. I'm like, oh, well, you know, he's in the background slinging calls. He's got Mr. Beast on speed dial, you know? Logan Paul, who are those other famous guys? I'm a millennial. I don't know what Gen Z is. I'm trying with TikToks, man.
Yeah, I'm not on it, so I wish I could help, man. But it's going to be very exciting to follow. And everyone here in NFT Live, who I know, GG, he's got a big TikTok presence that he has over in the Philippines. So I'm curious to see his comments on that as well, man. So definitely got to follow that one. Looks like I got the next story, and it is about Sickick, who is a DJ that we played the opening song. Was about him, which is a remix of the crazy show Squid Game that we were all talking about earlier today. And I'm a big fan of him. I've been playing a lot of his remixes, and he just announced something pretty special. I'm going to let him announce it here on NFT Live.
Finally, a Squid Games remix I actually like. What? Shots fired. I'm just messing. So if you watched to the end of the last video I just posted, you would have seen this. That's right, October 31st, I'm releasing my NFTs. Except I'm not calling them NFTs, I'm calling them sick heads. Yo, honestly, this is the sickest shit I've ever seen. These multicolored collectible sick heads will have secret Sickick songs attached to them that you won't be able to find any other way. You guys have been asking me for time now to get back to the originals, and that's exactly what I'm doing. This is my way of giving back to you. You guys are my family, and I want us to grow together in this venture. When I release these NFTs, there's only going to be a limited quantity. The moment all those NFTs are gone, the value of them will skyrocket. You can sell them yourself for as much as you want. Man, I'm telling you, you've never seen collectibles like this before. I was so excited. So stay tuned to know how to be the first to get your hands on these things. October 31st, Sickick NFTs, Sickick Originals. Spread this. Wait a second.
And that was a second parter. We'll get into that later on, maybe on another show. But Sickick is very first NFTs. It reminds me of The Weeknd when he dropped his NFTs. But I'm curious, you know, I've been playing a lot of his music. I'm a huge fan of him. I want to know what he's going to do, man. What's going to be the utility, you know, for his NFTs? A lot of NFTs are being dropped on Halloween. So if you guys aren't in the spirit yet, well, maybe you should be, because there's a lot of things happening in 16 days, which is the 31st, Hallows Eve. And I'm very excited to see what Sickick is going to be doing with his. I might buy one. I'm going to definitely check out exactly how many are being minted and the price and the utility or anything promised on it. But as a DJ, he's blown me away. And so I just kind of stumbled across this yesterday and was like, well, should probably let the lads know about this here on NFT Live. Because it's getting a little crazy out there, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope, dude. He's got a huge TikTok presence too, just so you know. So if you like that guy, you're gonna love TikTok. So
You're trying to
I'm
bring
trying to
me
get
there,
you in, man. I'm just like, come with
It's a
us.
referral thing.
Yeah, I get 5 ETH. If
You
I
get a tick for every time I talk. I'm on to you, sir.
Now we're talking. Oh
This
man,
guy. This guy.
Tick. Sorry, check that off the list.
There you go. All right. So I'm going to pass it on to you, Uncle. What else we got here, man? We are getting close to the end of the show. We're going to do a very cool Metaverse jump in here in a second. But we got a couple more stories, man. What you got?
I am talking about the Metaverse, the future of the Metaverse, and how VR headsets, right, are a gateway to the Metaverse. I see that like the NFTs will be the key that goes from Metaverse to Metaverse, right? And then our VR headsets will be our way to access that not only in the Metaverse, which is complete VR, but then also AR, augmented reality as well, like in our own world. And I just see this convergence happening. Right now, it's still, kind of clunky. Like in order to use these, you have to plug into your phone. And in order to use, I'm pretty sure the same with the Apple one. And then this one, which is the King Kong Ding Dong. This one costs $7,000 to get this headset. It's basically 2 different computers, and they say it's as real as the human eye. Like this is, like they say each human eye is about 14 megapixels each. And so this would be 28 total megapixels in 2 different screens. Wow. And I just see, okay, this is our natural progression to this Ready Player One kind of augmented reality metaverse space. And this is it. The convergence of these 2, maybe even 3 different technologies are happening at the same time. Facebook's trying to get in with Oculus, and then they want to be the metaverse company, right? And the 2 things got to happen, right? It's just overall acceptance, and then the price point of these devices. Once they can get it down to a more affordable, like AirPods cost that can open it up to a larger, broader audience, we're going to see a tsunami effect of the overall acceptance of it. And this, what I'm telling basically the audience in general by saying all this stuff, is that we are so deep on the ground floor of the potentials, like the sky's the limit, potentials on this metaverse / NFT technology space. And it's items like this, I see that like we're still foot on the gas pedal trying to get the price point down on these AR headsets. And then so it's your time to claim up these NFTs so that you can have that profile ready space, that augmented reality space to share your items, collectively with everyone you know.
This is crazy,
man.
That happening. I see it too, and I'm glad that you're covering this too, because the Oculus and everything is something I haven't purchased one yet. You said 7,000. I was like, oh my gosh. And it's not even an NFT. I can't spend 7,000. That's just an NFT. I mean, because that's where my brain's at right now. If you told me it's an NFT, I'd be like, 7,000, that's cheap. So I definitely am looking at the top one there, man. I think that's going to be crazy in Ready Player One style. I am all about it. Now, what's funny is you throw one of these on, you spend $7,000 on it, you pop it on, and then you jump into crypto voxels. And it's just like, oh, okay. Quality to... it's just not there yet.
Well, see, and that's another testament. The whole point I'm trying to make here is like we're so early on. Like the cusp, the cutting edge is happening right now. And whenever you jump into crypto voxels, it's 2 conversations you're having simultaneously. Is like how far we've come. For those of you who have been in cryptocurrencies since the beginning, like you go, wow, how far we've come. And then you can also look at the space and simultaneously think how much further we still have to go in this space. And the fact that like big companies like this feel the necessity to make $7,000 headsets, and then to go further, there are buyers buying up these $7,000 headsets to be able to build the technology on the Web 3.0 backbone. Yeah, yourself, you got one?
No, I'll buy one though.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I'm buying one right now, man. So I love that, and I'm glad that you brought up the Metaverse, because we're going to transition to that now. And before we do that, we want to give a shout out to our other sponsor of today's episode, which is Bitlectro, and they have a new launch. They have Dream Loops, which is their very first launch. If you own 2 Dream Loops, you get a Dreamers, which is now launching. And here is a trailer all about the new Dreamers NFT project. righty. Who's ready to get down and funky later on tonight? Friday, October 15th is today. If you're over on the west side of the world, it is still Friday. If it's Saturday, I'm sorry you missed it. Not just playing. All you got to do is wait about 2 hours from now. We will be starting up the Dreamers Metaverse party, teaming up Bitlectro and Lads. That's right. The URL is even changed. You can go to bitlectro-lads.party and you will head on in to the Dreamers event, which is look at there's already people rocking around in here, man.
Dude.
It's getting crazy, and let me jump in there too, man. Let's see if my computer can run it a little better for you. Here.
I know, yeah. I'm at the limits. It seems like.
Right? What are they watching here? We're watching some old school '80s TV here. They're all standing there watching it. This is some good stuff. This will be going on in 2 hours. We will drop the link in chat, and you definitely want to tune in. There's giveaways every 20 minutes, new DJs every 20 to 30 minutes. DJ Gables, along with Crypto Buffalo, which is the voice you're hearing right now, will be on playing music. Look at this, man. I mean, look how cool this looks. I just love this. Yeah. It's really coming together in this spot, and there's been giveaways. We do these every couple of weeks now. We did once a month. We are now moving into every couple of weeks to do a Metaverse party with DJs. Come on in. If you've never been into Crypto Voxels, you don't have to sign up. It's super easy. You jump on in. You're naked. Your name is anonymous.
Yeah.
And you can do whatever you want. I mean, look at this person
like all
right
the
here.
parties I go to.
This guy's ready. Vitix,
he
you're ready. Who else is ready here? Let me get some people here. Yep. There you go.
Look at this costume
Can
here.
Wolf, my man. That's
Fox
a Lads
Yoga
member.
is
He's
getting
ready.
going.
And then we got Fox Yoga. Oh, what up, girl? She's looking good. She's ready. She's got a
Look at those
skateboard.
kicks.
I know. Oh,
Look at
man,
those
actually,
kicks.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
Those Air Jordans?
Okay. What we got here? What we got? 0x7191050D. Boom! Lit kick.
Oh, he's
I
here
like it.
too? I love it.
Everybody's ready in here, man. So this party will be going on in 2 hours. I'm actually, once we end this broadcast, going to jump in with DJ Gables and fax out everything. I'll be live with him playing music and rocking it, man. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. You might need to get a better computer there. Fun Uncle, man. I'm watching over your screen.
I'm
right
drinking
now.
from the pipe. Yeah. Oh, I'm drinking from the pipe. Isn't this fun?
Mom, get off the phone. I'm trying to party. Oh, that's good stuff, man. Yeah, so we definitely, if you guys want to come on in there, give it a look-see. Hang on. There'll be sign-ups and giveaways and everything, and we'd love to see you guys there. Man, what a show. I think that's it, man. You got anything else you want to say? Oh, you know what? There is one other thing. There's something special we've been working on for the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh,
or weeks. I can't tell in the NFT space.
Most of my life I've spent on it.
Yes, and you know what? Instead of me and you talking about it, let's just roll the tape on a new show coming to Lad City called Art Start Now.
What's really good, y'all? It's your boy Gif. I'm not hungover. You're hungover, and I'm hanging out here with the Nifty Castle crew, Lola Menthol and Whoa Boy on the Lad City Network. It's NFT culture for your brain hole faces. It's gonna be wild. We're even gonna be just making NFTs with you live. That's what's got me so excited. Lola, what are you stoked about?
Gif, I'm super excited about the community that's being built around this scene, around making NFTs, sharing NFTs, and getting together as a community of artists and developers. It's super cool, super exciting. The scene is moving really fast, and we're in the middle of a digital renaissance, and it's crazy, but that's why we're here to take you guys on this journey with us. Whoa boy, tell us about what you're excited about.
Well, Lola, thank you. This creative warpath that we're on with the fine folks of the Lad City Network, just really stoked to dig into, as Gift had mentioned, the creative process and share it with an audience. I think it's something that is not, that I don't think is admired enough in the space, and I cannot wait to bring the Lad City Network and the Nifty Castle community more information about just art and the creative process, and to inspire new artists as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get this ball rolling.
Heck yeah. Y'all heard it there. Every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific time, the Nifty Castle crash lands inside the walls of the Lad City, y'all. It's Art Start Now. Come chill. Don't get rugged. LFG.
Art start now. We're gonna make it just creative, put it down. Art start
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Ooh. I'm super excited for that, dude. It's gonna be so much fun, and they are so much fun to work with. They've been a real blast, and I'm excited for us to do a full, long form version of this show live here in the NFT space. I mean, in the Lad City space with you guys. Coming up here shortly. I don't want to tease a date right away, but we're getting together this weekend to start working through all that stuff. And this is a question I have for the chat. I don't think there's another show like this where we've got NFT artists coming together, making NFT art in real time with you in the chat. I've been scouring the internet trying to find another show like it, and I truly think that Art Start Now is going to be the first of its kind. So talk about alpha, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is fresh, new, brand new thing that's happening in the world, and you're going to see it here on Lad City. That's Art Start Now.
Fresh out of the oven. You better be wearing gloves because that show looks hot. Let it cool on the windowsill. Man, I love it, man. I love it. Crypto Stamina was like, holy shito. Fun Uncle makes that intro. I don't know why it was had a little of that, but dude, yeah, that was edited by you. And that this is your first show you're directing. Now you're the host of Fun Uncle on Sundays, but this show you're going to be the director, the old Buffalo. How you feeling about that, man? You're moving into the lads. You're setting up shop here, man. You watch out.
Pretty excited. Pretty excited actually, because I do a lot of that stuff simultaneously, and so I will be hosting and switching the show and running all the media. And so it's nice to be like, oh, I'm just running the media, and I get to pass it off to these like wonderful folks, super charismatic people to just like drive the show. So in many ways, I'm just getting like a half job. It's a half day for me. And I get to like sit back and like hang out with these really fun people. So I'm super stoked on it, honestly, to be part of the team on Art Start Now.
Dude, I love it. I'm so excited. I've been in the rehearsals with you guys, the energy. I honestly, you asked that question, has there ever been a show like this? I don't know, man. Honestly, I haven't seen anything like it. I think what we're trying to do in this space with Art Start Now is really to get people out of their heads and into the art and into it right now. And not waiting and making it. We're all going to make it. Come on, I can get more cheesy if I wanted, but I think it's perfect. I think the whole puns of everything involved, that show on Saturday. You're going to own the weekends, and before you know it, Fun Uncle, you're going to be full-time.
Taking over.
You're going to be full-time.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Be full-time. Say it with me.
I've been in some calls this week that make me want to go full-time, dude. Oh, jeez.
I love it, man. Dude, this is the first.
I'm stoked to be here.
Yeah, I'm so glad for you to be here. I appreciate you filling in here. And we got through it. You know, we're losing viewers by the second, but we got through it. We're going to finish strong here. Hope you guys got some fun out of it. I'm pretty sure you did. You learned a little bit about the NFT space. And also a huge shout out to the Wanderers for coming on. That project looks awesome. Definitely be dropping all those links in the chat. And after this, we're going to jump into the Metaverse. Uncle, anything else from you before we wrap up here on our second serving of NFT Live here this week?
Come again?
Come again, sir?
Anything?
Yeah. No, the other Fun Uncle behind you. That guy right there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry. No, man. Just stay tuned for Fun Uncle Saturdays 1 p.m. or Sundays 1 p.m. Man, I'll be bringing more of this sweet hot gravy you're seeing right here. So come if you want some more. Stay away if you don't like it. You know, maybe some 9/11 talk if I feel a conspiracy.
Yeah. All right.
I kept my lips sealed this episode.
Yeah, we're over the hour mark, so I gotta cut his mic. All right, lads, and everyone brand new, appreciate y'all. If you're your first time here, definitely go and like, subscribe, and follow us on over to Lad City. Go to your browser, type in ladz.city. Appreciate you, Uncle, for filling in, man. This has been a great episode of NFT
Thanks
Live.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, buddy. I'll see you in Lad City. For the rest of you, I'm going to leave you with this. Our vibe, our trap.